Hello, amazing people of YouTube! Today we are going to talk about another little Crybaby episode on the Twitter. And this is a fun one because this is actually one of my friends that I follow a lot, and all that has been a little bit, look at me, look at me, kind of period in that person's life recently, it seems like. So I can actually speak to this with some authority. Authority is if that's how you say it. So let's get into that shite, should we? So I got a host yesterday from a new person, which is really cool. Parentheses, partnered. Why the fuck do you need to have the partnered in that text? And I tell you why. Because they want everyone to know that this specific streamer must be special because a partner streamer hosted me. I am special. And they apparently, I guess, came in with a good amount of people. Again, reason why to put the partner in there. Like, it's kinda one step below saying this streamer's name, and I kinda wish they did it. But it's basically just saying like, I'm so good that I get partnered with fucking, or not partnered, but I get hosted by a partner streamer. I must be amazeballs. Yeah, baby. But anyway, let's get back to it. I popped in their stream to say thank you and have a chat. Here's something I have a little bit of problem with, because I know for a fact that this streamer do that if they know the people hosting them, or if it's a big streamer. They do that. They don't do it if it's like Joe Blow from the street that's hosting with 1 view or 0 view. They don't go into their next stream and say, hey, thank you. What I am sure they did, because again, this partners, or they are partner, but this partner streamer brought in a good amount of people. So this streamer was like, well, I have to see who the fuck this is. So they did. I guess that's how it went. And then they went, next time they saw that specific streamer stream, they went on to their stream, and it's right away expected to be one of the guys or girls, be one of the fold, and, get into the good graces, and, ride on their fucking lolls and their waves, and get some views, some money, some subs, and all that shit. That's not how the world works. A lot of partner streamers host smaller view channels just to be nice. There's nothing, and then, of course, after they got into the chat and they said, hello, that's me, you hosted, look at me. I more or less got ignored, and they carried on talking to the person in voice chat, and I left after 10 minutes. Well, that's the problem with voice chat. I think what they said about more or less got ignored. They said hello, maybe a little bit of small talk. The streamer said, hey, how are you? And then I bet they had a conversation prior to the streamer coming to the chat. The partner streamer had a conversation with the one in the voice or headset before they came in, so they kind of wanted to finish that conversation, or they were talking about a game or something like that. I don't know the partner streamer, so I cannot say if that's something they do all the time, but I suspect that because they're partnered, they tend to have you need to be a little bit active with your fucking chat to get partnered. That's the fact. Or else people just leave unless you're a booby streamer or something like that. So I suspect, without being 100% sure, that there was something going on before the person that got hosted got into that chat. Maybe it was just because the partner streamer didn't want to talk about small talk. There's a lot of people that don't want to talk about the wind and weather and all that shit. Like, I don't do that much either. Like, I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm good. Okay, how did your stream go? Okay. And then if they start to ask, oh, how's the weather and all that shit, and I see there's more interesting comments, I talk to them. That's just how I am. This streamer goes down to say, interact with your viewers, people. Like, I'm mad because I didn't get noticed. The big streamer didn't notice me and took me into their fold and all that shit. This whole tweet is fucking meaningless. Meaningless. This is basically the person that tweeted this. That's their way to tell people, I got noticed by a big streamer, which means nothing. And then I try to be a nice person. I go into their stream and, be nice and befriend them. And we all know the only reason you did that was because they brought in a lot of people. And you were like, if I can get into their good graces, I can kind of get more of this, going. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear a lawnmower outside. And then when the partner streamer didn't, treat them like royalty, they just left and interact with your fucking viewers, people. I have been on this person's chat a long time, and I have been on this person's chat, not the partner, but the person that treated this, where there were like 5 or 6 people talking to the person, where I got ignored for like 10 or 15 minutes, because even though there's only like 5 or 6 people in there, the chat can go kind of fast. Or especially if you have someone in your headset, you can get distracted by talking to that person. That's why I never do dual stream with people or have people on voice comm, because you lose focus on the chat really easy, and it tends to be a two-way conversation with you and the person you're talking to, unless it's a talk show, it's something else. But if it's just gaming, you can really get dragged into that trap. So I kind of give the partner stream a little bit of leeway here. But like I said, I know for a fact I have been into this specific streamer's chat where there was like 5 or 4 people in there and got ignored. And they just said hey to me and then start talking to other people than me, because they were already having a conversation with other people in the chat. This is a textbook example of, look at me, I'm important, and why did the senpai not notice me so I can, write the sub train and the viewer train, because I know this streamer, and if they see this, they will hate me for life now, but they are in a period of their life right now where they kind of are focusing too much on the streaming. It seems to be... This is just like, you don't have to tweet this. People don't tweet about if you get hosted by a big streamer, and it's the same stream. I've seen the same streamer also thank other people for hosting them on the Twitter page, but only people that host them with a lot of views. They didn't thank Joe Blow from the street that hosted with 1 or 2 or 5 views. No, it was like if some big streamer came into the stream, they were like all over Twitter, and it's all because they want this, look at me, give me views, I want to make them fucking Twitch money. And then when that don't happen, they get all depressed and, what am I doing wrong, and nothing works for me, and blah blah blah. Well, that you have to do something with your stream to get people engaged, and you cannot go and expect other people's fucking audience just fucking drop onto your lap and all that. They will then see you as their primary streamer. No, they won't, because the person that hosts you, that person is their primary streamer. You're not. You're new. You have to win them over, and it's just fucking crazy. This is like, and there's like a sad little picture down below of, I think it's like someone from Snow White or something like that, where it's like, like who the fuck? Like, if I had pity for this person before, just for their situation, me reading this would be like, no fucking way, Jose. Now, just go away. I don't, no. This is just totally fucking self-centered, self-importance. Look at me, and I'm fucking great, and all that shit. They what they should be talking about is like, how can I fucking improve my stream? Like, they got hosted. Yeah, go in and say thank you to them. I don't give a fuck. Just don't tell people that. It's like, look at me, I'm a nice person, I do nice things, but people won't notice me. Like, you should not do nice things to get noticed. You should do nice things because they are nice, and you should not brag about them on the fucking internet. Because then you don't do them to be nice, do them to be noticed. And interact with your viewers. You know what? I've seen this person lose track of chat so many times, not talking to a lot of people, and ignoring people in their chat, where they have like 5 viewers, 10 viewers, 40 viewers. Sometimes you just fucking forget it. And some people just don't want to do small talk. Bring some interesting conversation to the fucking table. And it also, what did you say? Did you give the impression that you were not, like, watching when you were talking in chat? Did you give like the impression that you were just there to give a quick hey? If you say, hey, I'm just here to say hello really quickly, and then you start to have a conversation, they already tuned out because you said, yeah, I was just here, quickly to say hello. Like, give them more than fucking 10 minutes. Like I said, I've been in this person's channel where there was like 3 fucking talkers in the chat, and I got ignored for 20 minutes. I said, hey, didn't get anything. Talking to someone on, I don't think this streamer was talking to someone. I think they wasn't in Overwatch. And they were talking to another person in chat, and I was like, some joke or something like that. Still got ignored. And I was like, hey, how are you? And all that shit. And then, got ignored for like 5 minutes again. It happens. Get over your fucking self, man. Come on, wake up, man. Be an adult. But anyway, I'm out of here. Bye bye.